West of 296 on the 4000 block of First Street. The woman was brought to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. She's going to be okay.
Well, we continue to learn more now about a terrible accident that claimed the life of a D.C. fire and EMS cadet.
Sadia Williams died after falling from a rooftop terrace while celebrating her graduation with classmates. Fox 5's Bob Barnard is live in Southwest with this heartbreaking story and all the details. Bob?
Yeah, hey there, guys. We are outside the firehouse that Sadia Williams was assigned to. This is Engine Company 13 here in Southwest D.C. And you see they have just put black bunting over the garage doors here. They've just finished placing this here just now. And if you look to the left here, you can see the American and D.C. flags are flying at half-staff today. Now, Sadia Williams was just 21 years old, a firefighter EMT, part of the D.C. Fire and EMS cadet class that just graduated last Friday. That's when this photo was taken. Williams was apparently celebrating with other cadets at a 4-story townhouse on 16th Street Northeast when she fell from the rooftop around 1 in the morning Saturday. The roof is surrounded by metal fencing. D.C. police say they do not believe foul play was involved, though the circumstances are still under investigation. We spoke to a woman who lives across the street and witnessed the aftermath. It's an image she says she can't get out of her head.
It's sad because even seeing online, this young lady had a promising future and now it's gone.
I have family who are firefighters as well, and they go through so much that they deserve to be praised. And someone who wants to be a part of that, want to go in and every day risk their lives to save someone else is a beautiful thing. But to lose your life so early and haven't even gotten a chance to truly find out who you are, what is your calling in life, what else you can do in this world, it's truly tragic.
Now, Sadia Williams graduated with her cadet class last week. They are all D.C. high school graduates. The ceremony was recorded on video. We're told the cadets still have 2 more weeks of training at the D.C. Fire Academy before going to their firehouses. Dave Hoagland is president of the D.C. Firefighters Union.
This is incredibly tragic news. You know, she had just graduated on Friday and she was celebrating with her classmates. And it's just a really tough loss for the department and all DC firefighters. We deployed our peer support team down to the training academy today to sit with their class and talk through things and their feelings and just to make sure that everybody's processing everything.
Now, we are told Sadia Williams' remains are still at the medical examiner's office, which is right across the street here. Again, this is the firehouse she was to be assigned to. And although this was not an in-service or, an online in-duty death, we're told her send-off will have full honors. Guys.
Right, Shalom, giving all praises and all glory unto Yahweh. Baruch Hashem Yahushai, Baruch Hashem Ruach double honors unto the elders and apostles of great millstone that rule well. Shalom unto the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect that are destined to be saved under Brother Kalab from the GMS UK London Forecasters Camp, coming back at you with another lesson to help edify those of which I spoke of. So as you saw from the video I just played there, you had this young Jake girl who had just graduated from her firefighter cadets academy, and she got taken out by the Most High. And that's something that, there's certain jobs where women just aren't cut out for it. I know this might sound controversial. Excuse me. I know that might sound controversial, but it's just the truth. There's certain jobs, certain job roles that women just aren't cut out for. And being a firefighter is one of them, because women don't have the physical strength to lift up and carry a person out of a fire if they need to be rescued. Especially a grown man. A woman can't lift up and carry a grown man on her shoulders. They call it the fireman carry, out of a burning building. So it's not really practical for women to take on a role such as a firefighter, because really they end up putting their lives in danger and the person who they're trying to rescue's life in danger, because they can't physically carry them out. Now, in this video clip, you saw people saying, oh, it's so tragic. She had her whole life ahead of her. She had such a promising future. Let's just put it this way. Nobody's got a promising future. You know, at the end of the day, none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. The most I could call us back to the spiritual realm at any given moment in time. So when a person dies, that is when they were supposed to die. You know, all this talk from people in the world that, oh, they had their whole life ahead of them. No, they didn't. Their time was called when it was called. It's the Most High who gives life and the Most High who takes life away. Deuteronomy 32 and 39 says this. See now that I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Now, there's another thing that they said in that video which caught my attention. They were saying that she was so young, she hadn't really found out what her calling in life was and all this other shit was. Let's get this in Ecclesiastes. It's not complicated what an Israelite's role is supposed to be. Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So as an Israelite, that is your life's purpose, to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. Anything that comes after that is secondary. This is the primary thing as Israelites we're supposed to do. Give praise, honor, and glory unto our power, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, which is the true God of the universe. You know, that is what our whole purpose and duty is. And for a woman, there's a purpose for them, because women aren't meant to teach the Bible. You know, that's not a woman's lot. Women are supposed to be in silence in the church. But this is something that women are meant to do. This is this is 1 Timothy. Let's start from verse 9. 1 Timothy 2 and verse 9. In like manner also that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh holiness. So if we read that again, that which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. So a woman's real purpose is to bring forth children for her husband. All right? Get that in Genesis 3, about 17. Genesis 3 and verse 16. And unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. So that is the lot of a woman. She's supposed to be subject to her husband to bring forth children, and her husband will rule over her. So this woman here, she was out living her life, doing all that, and she got taken out because the Most High didn't want her becoming a firefighter. That's why she graduated, but she never actually got to do the job, because the Most High took her out while she was partying, celebrating her graduation. Now that's just ridiculous, because it just goes to show how reckless and unruly these women can be. How are you going to fall off a 4-story building which is surrounded by railings at a graduation party? That was the Most High that did that, man. I don't know what happened. Maybe the Most High got her to lean over the balcony or whatever it was, but that was all that was needed for the Most High to bring that judgment upon her, she fell to her death and died. Never ever getting to set foot a day on the job as a firefighter, which she had, trained and then qualified to be. Point of the matter being is that if the Most High wanted her in that profession, he wouldn't have taken her out. She'd be doing that. But that's the point. A lot of these women, they're self-willed and unruly, and they try and usurp authority over men. And this is what happens in the long run, because at the end of the day, we're coming into a time where this world where women get to do what they want is coming to an end. We're going back into a time when the Bible is going to be the standard for how people move and operate on the face of the earth. So all this women's liberation and you can do what you want, live your best life. This is all being brought to an end. It's coming to a close, because in the kingdom we're going to go back to the ancient ways where the women are going to fulfill their God-given roles and responsibilities, which is guiding the house, looking after the children, raising the children, and taking care of their husbands. That's going to be a woman's sole duty and desire in the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be a kingdom on the face of this earth, which is going to be ruled by us Israelites. And everything's going to be back in harmony. It's going to be harmony is going to be brought back between the man and the woman. There's not going to be any more of this enmity where the women are trying to fulfill the man's role in a relationship and refusing to humble down. That's all going to be a thing of the past in the kingdom. So yeah, that's just a quick listen on another judgment from the Most High. Another self-willed woman gets taken out and put back in the spiritual realm. And there's going to be a lot more of this to come as we continue to enter the last days of Esau's kingdom. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bah Hashem Yahweh Shai, Bah Hashem Rachakodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of great milestone that rule well, and shalom unto the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect that are destined to be saved. And I'll catch you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom for now.